Hello everyone, welcome again to the channel. Thank you so much for watching my videos and welcome in today's episode. So before you go ahead, don't forget to hit the like, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps spread the word about Casper to as many people as we can. So let's get into today's video, and I'm going to start with Paul von Sohn. So this is someone that has a lot of experience in terms of the energy sector. So he's been into the energy sector for decades, and he is the person behind the Desert Industry Initiative. He is also the person behind the Kaspa Industry Initiative. So he had something to say about Casper, and I find it really interesting. He said, Casper is not just another crypto altcoin, token or shitcoin, as most of the Bitcoiners called it. It is the purest, most sophisticated, practical, and robust implementation of Satoshi Nakamoto's vision that is available in the market. This means that there is no other cryptocurrency that is similar to Casper because of what Casper has managed to do. And what Casper has managed to do, which is actually special, is it is the implementation of Satoshi Nakamoto's vision. While other cryptocurrencies are running away from the Satoshi Nakamoto's vision, even Bitcoin right now, it is currently diverging and becoming more centralized, which is not something that was part of Satoshi Nakamoto's vision. But the only cryptocurrency that is fulfilling the Satoshi Nakamoto's vision is Casper. So this is what actually makes Casper unique. A proof of work system that has the same fundamentals as Bitcoin, but being able to do most of the things that proof of stake cryptocurrencies can do. And we know exactly that most of these networks avoided proof of work because of its limitation. There was this myth that proof of work networks cannot scale, because we can see it with Bitcoin, we can see it with Litecoin, and other many examples of proof of work cryptocurrencies. And it is true that most of the proof of work networks cannot scale. That's why people decided to opt to use proof of stake and other proof of everything protocols. But Casper becomes special due to the fact that it has been able to achieve the same results that most of the people are trying to find in most of the proof of stake networks. Casper has managed to do it on a proof of work system. And we know that proof of work networks are secure for that. So I decided to run the numbers after seeing this tweet, which said, XRP hit 220 billion facing court cases. It's not even resolved, but we can see the price of XRP and market cap. Cardano flew to 200 billion with promises. After speculation about smart contracts, that really pushed the price of Cardano to 200 billion. Solana pumped to 100 billion thanks to the total shitcoins. So why can't Casper hit 100x this year when it is delivering real tech? So I'm not over expecting when it comes to Casper, but my belief is that Casper deserves a top 5 spot. It deserves to be up there in the top 5. And there are reasons why I can say this confidently, is because Casper has the tech right. It deserves to be in the top 3 or the top 5 due to its technology. And this has been proven by Marco Satan. Casper already deserves to be in the top 3. You can argue about that, but that's what I believe. The technology of Casper deserves to be in the top 3. So in terms of technology, I am not worried about Casper because I believe Casper is delivering, and it has been delivering since its launch. So when it comes to adoption takes time. These other chains, these other blockchains, for example, XRP, ADA, Solana, Ethereum, they appreciated in terms of market cap, even though they did not deliver the actual promise that they say they were going to deliver. XRP promised cross-border payments. Cardano promised smart contracts. So all these cryptocurrencies appreciated in market cap and value because of the things they promised. But you have one cryptocurrency that has managed to deliver correctly on the promises that they made. And these are not just small promises that other networks were even afraid to make for themselves, like doing 10 blocks per second on a proof of work network, but at the same time remaining decentralized and secure. This is something that the Bitcoin OGs decided to keep it that way. Don't tamper with the protocol, just leave it that way, because they were afraid of the risks that come with tampering with the protocol. So they decided to keep it that way. Don't change the code, leave it that way. But the people that are behind Casper, they did their own research. It took a decade of research. Just imagine a decade of research before launching Casper. And that's why they decided to do it right. After they did it right, you can see that the community is growing, the ecosystem is growing. And what makes you think that this network, this protocol is not going to appreciate in value? So if XRP hit 200 billion, at the same time having court cases, if Cardano flew to 200 billion with the promise for smart contracts, if Solana pumped to 100 billion thanks to the meme coins, what makes you think that Kaspa is not going to really appreciate? I believe Kaspa is going to be adopted because of what I see in terms of the technology. I'm not worried about the technology at all. And when it comes to the community, I am convinced that Kaspa is going to reach there because of the approach that Kaspa has decided to take. Community mode communication, peer-to-peer spread of information. That is really, really special. No marketing team, but at the same time, people are seeing the strength of the Kaspa ecosystem. Normally, you see this type of strength in VC-backed centralized cryptocurrencies that have marketing team. They have, the funds to do the marketing. Normally, you see those results from the VC-backed cryptocurrencies, the cryptocurrencies that have decided to allocate a specific amount of funds specifically allocated for marketing. But Casper is achieving those results without having a marketing team. The people who believe in Casper, the people who hold Casper have decided to take that job. They do it perfectly. And that's the only way that Casper is going to reach the top 5, as Jonathan Sopoliski said in his post. So this is actually massive. And whoever thinks that Casper is just going to remain at the price of 0.1, I think you better do some more research. And when you look at the difference between Ethereum and Casper, because I believe after smart contracts, anything that you're going to be able to do on Ethereum, you can do it on Casper. That is not heavily centralized. So people are going to be incentivized to use Casper more than Ethereum, because we know that Ethereum is more centralized. There's a lot of gas fees. There's a lot of bottlenecks. Why not move to a proof of work cryptocurrency that follows the same Bitcoin fundamentals but is able to scale? The reason why Ethereum moved from proof of work to proof of stake is because of scalability issues. And it is really funny because the research that they used in implementing their protocol, Jonathan Sopoliski, who is the founder of Casper, had a big contribution to that type of research. So this is actually massive. I don't see a reason why Casper is not going to get adopted. I don't see a reason why Casper is not going to reach the top 5. And when you talk about the top 5, when you look at the cryptocurrencies that are in top 5, you have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, you have BNB, you have Solana, and you have XRP. XRP is the 5th, number 5. So when you look at the market cap, it's almost 188 billion in market cap for XRP. And if Casper was to achieve that type of market cap, that would put the price of Casper at $7. And I don't see the reason why XRP can achieve this kind of market cap by being heavily centralized and not delivering on the promises that they make. And I don't see a reason why Casper fails to achieve this type of market cap while it delivers more than these centralized cryptocurrencies. So that's my opinion. And I believe, and I am convinced that due to the strength of the Casper community, and I am convinced due to the ongoing developments happening in Casper, and due to the ongoing growing community of Casper, the growing ecosystem of Casper, this is actually proof that Casper is already getting there. Now, one of the things that most of these centralized cryptocurrencies lack is integrity. And that is the reason why most of the big investors right now, they are choosing Bitcoin. Even though Bitcoin is slow, even though Bitcoin has scalability issues, they are choosing Bitcoin because it has integrity. Of course, we all understand that. And as a Casper believer, I believe that Bitcoin has that type of integrity. That's why it attracts a lot of high net worth individuals. But these high net worth individuals are skeptical when they want to invest in other cryptocurrencies, for example, Ethereum, Solana, XRP. They lack some integrity. But when it comes to Casper, Casper offers the same integrity as Bitcoin because it keeps the same Bitcoin fundamentals: proof of work, decentralized security, and scalability. And scalability is one important thing that most of these other networks, XRP, Ethereum, they avoided proof of work and chose proof of stake and other protocols because of the scalability limitations of proof of work systems. But Casper has defied the odds. It has done the unthinkable. And right now, I don't see any reason that is going to prevent Casper from reaching the top 5. This is my conviction. You are free to think whatever you think, but this is me just sharing my conviction, and this should not be taken as any type of financial advice. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And if you haven't liked the video, don't forget to hit the like, don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next episode.